These are 7 stages of clay. We're going to be working with the stage called plastic. It's clay in this most workable form. Plastic clay is clay that comes straight from the bag, and it is molded or thrown on a wheel. It's soft and easy to work with. Plastic or working clay is in really its most workable form, and it can be formed and retain and hold its shape very easily. All right, boys and girls, today we are going to be making something out of clay. Now you can see I have 2 balls of clay here. Clay is not Play-Doh, but it models like Play-Doh. You move it around like Play-Doh. It's made from, well, it's actually not made. It's found underneath the soil, underneath the ground, and we make all sorts of things from clay. Coffee cups, sinks, artwork, vases, you name it. We've probably made it out of clay. So boys and girls, we're going to have 1 ball of clay today. And when you touch it, you're going to feel that it's kind of soft. This is like in the plastic mold modeling stage. It's not too dry. It's kind of perfect. And you're also going to notice that a little bit of clay dust will come off on your hands. And that's okay. So we're going to be making a pumpkin. I'm going to make a pumpkin first, like a sphere or a ball. And then I'm going to make a pumpkin in a different shape, like a cube or maybe triangular or pyramid. We'll see. All right, boys and girls. So you're going to get a ball of clay. You're going to put it in the palm of your hand, and together we're going to roll it with just a little pressure. And let's roll till about 10, maybe 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We don't want to over-roll this clay or re-roll it. If you don't like the shape, just use your fingers to model and change it. If you overdo it, your clay will start to crack. Okay, here is the ball of clay. And of course, I wanted to make a pumpkin. I'm going to tap the bottom so it has somewhere to sit. You can see right here. It's flat on the bottom now. And what you're going to do to make that simple stem is to take your pinching fingers and from the top, pinch a little bit in one direction and turn it a little bit and pinch in the other direction and softly turn the clay. And here we go. Here's a little cute little stem. Of course, your stem doesn't have to be straight up and down. Stems don't grow straight. And this clay you can move around, so maybe I'll bend it a little bit. And there. Here's my little pumpkin. That was so easy. Don't pull it off and stick it back on. Clay has to be reattached in a very special way, and we're not doing that today. And I'm going to tap the bottom. Smooth it out with your fingertips. This is a very short pumpkin. If you want to make it longer, watch what you can do. You can kind of roll it sideways on your tabletop. Oh, now it's changed its shape. It's almost kind of squared now. I kind of like that. And I'm going to soften the edges with my fingertips. I can turn my pumpkin's stem. I might break this off. It's getting too big. I'm just going to stick it on here. There we go. I want mine shorter. And I'm just going to hollow the middle out a little bit. You don't have to, but it'll make it a little taller if you do, because you're pushing it forward and up. And trying to shape the edges the way I like it. And just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong way to make a pumpkin. They all look a little different. And I think I'm ready for detailing. All you need to do is have a little pencil. And you want the pencil to be sharp. Of course, my sharpener isn't on, so I'm going to plug it in. Simple tool for this project. And first I'm going to start by cutting little lines softly. I'm not ripping it apart, for the bottom of the stem. Just doing some zigzag lines. You decide how you want to draw it out. Maybe wavy, maybe straight. There's no wrong way to do this. Just enjoy yourself. So here's the stem. Now I'm going to make some lines in it because there's a texture in a stem. Looks kind of like wood. And I'm going to turn the corner here, and I'm going to make this side. All right. Here's our stem. Maybe I'm just going to flatten the top. And maybe turn it a little more. If I turn it and I touch it, you can see the lines disappear. So I'm going to redraw those. Now, I'd like to make the ribs that go from the top to the bottom. And I'm going to go all the way around. I'm not cutting too deeply. And I'm going to work the entire clay pumpkin around and around and around we go. And the nice thing about working in clay is you have more than just one two-dimensional work. You have more than a two-dimensional piece of work, which is flat. You either have length or width. Here we have height, length, and width. It's three-dimensional. Okay. Here's my pumpkin's ribs. Now, I'm going to make a face. I don't want to make a scary face, personally, because I want to have this all year round. And I'm just going to stick the pencil in here and create some eyes. Ooh. We'll be adding paint. I'll put this in a kiln and fire it for you so it won't be wet anymore. It's going to dry. And it'll be white. It won't be gray. I'll change the color. And it'll be hard like a little rock. And pretty strong. Maybe eyelashes. I don't know. You guys have fun with it. You come up with the best ideas. Alright, boys and girls. Here's one pumpkin from the top, from the back, and the sides, and the front. Alright. We put him off to the side. Maybe I could add some teeth. Alright, boys and girls, now I'm going to show you how you might be able to change the shape of your pumpkin a little bit more. You can still start out with the ball of clay and roll for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm still going to start out with a sphere. Now I'm going to change the shape. Let's see. I want the bottom to be flat, the sides to be flat, and I'm going to try to make it have a triangular shape just by moving it around and shaping it with the tabletop. And you can see this clay is nice and soft, and it's going to move around when you use your hands or the table. Try not to make it too thin because it'll break. It'll start to break. So I'm not going really thin. You can see this is a pretty thick piece of clay. Here we go. I want mine triangular. You could simply make a cube too. here's my stem. If it doesn't work really well, you can pull off the edge and remodel it. You can see where you pull the stem, the width changes, that's okay. And here we go. Same concept. Smooth it out as best you can so you've got a surface that's nice and smooth. You could make a face on both sides. One could be here and flip it, and a different one could be here. You could also do that with this one if you really wanted to. And I might do that. First, I'm going to work on my stem. Or you could draw softer lines like that. You decide. You'll see that your pencil pulls away clay. You can just knock it off. Knock it off of the lead.